Once, Leafy ruled YouTube. With pure chaos, millions watched, the internet copied him, and nobody could stop the rise. But the empire crashed. Bans, backlashes, failed comebacks. So what actually destroyed one of YouTube's most infamous stars? And why did every return end even worse than the last? This is Internet Chaos Report. Remember to like and subscribe because we're dropping 2 videos every single day. Now let's get into it.
There was a time when Leafy was on the top of YouTube. Millions of viewers waited for his every upload, while memes starting from his channel spread to every corner of the internet.
I actually used to always watch Leafy when I was younger, like back in high school. I thought his show was funny. And then when he came back on Rumble, I watched all of his streams.
Fast forward to
He used to stream with Nick all the time. That was sick.
2025, however, and you won't find
Honestly, I like that time of Leafy's career the best, to be honest, when he was streaming on Rumble. That shit was so fun. I don't know why, it was cool to watch.
Leafy anywhere. He's been banned from practically every major platform on the planet, and has been simply forgotten
Honestly, he should come back and start streaming again.
by the internet. Though, looking back, it's not hard to see why.
So last night I'm chilling with my boy. No big deal, right? We're talking about some of the best content on YouTube, right? And in the middle of our discussion, we got in a little bit of an argument on what the best video on YouTube was. I, of course, was showing him one of the most emotional videos on YouTube and one of the fan favorites. And that video is Keemstar to me.
The content that made him popular was toxic to say the least. He had no issues punching down on small creators, even the ones suffering from autism and mental illnesses.
I remember that.
Subscribe, support, stay positive. You know?
I'm sorry.
Masking in Adobe Premiere has never been easier.
Aw,
All you have to
fucking
do is
dude.
click the object mask tool, select the subject, and it will
Fucking
track with one
Asian
click.
dude.
There wasn't a line he wouldn't cross for content, until the internet got fed up with his antics, causing him to lose everything he'd built for himself. And while he's made several attempts at a comeback since, each one of them has ended in a total disaster. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we're taking a closer look at the many failed comeback attempts of LeafyIsHere, why his colossal downfall came as no surprise to anyone, how he became
kinda
famous
fuck
in
with
the
this
first
music that he
place,
has
and
playing.
if he'll ever succeed at regaining and then retaining the audience he once had. But if you want to help me retain the audience I have, all you have to do is subscribe, so hit that subscribe button and let's get on with the video. Calvin Lee Vale, better known online as Leafy, started his YouTube journey on October 7th, 2011 when he was
Fuck.
just 16 years old. Though despite
know he
his young
started on
age, he was already
2011.
a hustler looking to earn some cash with his pay-to-win Minecraft server called ParaPvP. He even created his YouTube channel partially to advertise this server, as he often posted videos of himself playing on it. The rest of his channel was filled with Minecraft Let's Plays as well.
Alright, so Aaron, or Alvin, I think it is gonna fight us. Oh my god! R-E-K-T!
He likely wanted to become a gaming YouTuber just like most other new creators at the time. However, despite his efforts, his early Minecraft videos received little to no views. That all changed, however, when another Minecraft YouTuber with over 20,000 subscribers called Static777 liked one of Leafy's videos. This gave Leafy the exposure he needed to earn his first 50 subscribers on the platform. From there, he kept gaining new viewers at a slow but steady pace, allowing him to enter the YouTube Partner Program at 700 subs and eventually reach the 10,000 subscriber milestone by the end of 2012. These views also converted into many new players checking out his Minecraft server, engaging with the pay-to-win mechanics, and ultimately helping Leafy earn over $100,000 in revenue.
How do you make a pay-to-win Minecraft server? I don't really I guess I don't play that much Minecraft, so I wouldn't know. I just don't know what the fuck.
However,
you would
the
do.
stress of running a server, the constant infighting with other server owners, and DDoS attacks were too much for him to handle. So, sometime in late 2013, he stepped away from the server and focused almost entirely on his YouTube channel that had over 17,000 subs by this point.
Is that what his emblem was it at the beginning? Was that? Huh.
His videos talking about the server drama in videos also gave him the idea to branch away from gaming and venture into commentary style content.
Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be talking about DDoSing.
However, while this new format started off with him just telling different stories from his life, it wasn't long before these videos took a much darker turn. As 2015 rolled around, he transitioned away from gaming and storytelling content completely. Instead, his focus shifted to talking
Bullying
about
little
and making fun
kids!
of other creators on the internet.
People are gonna judge you no matter what you choose to do.
What the f is that lipstick, dude? It's so thick, it looks so hard. Looks like a piece of clay. Ugh. Like, who would want to kiss that, dude? It looks so fucking thick, it looks like a piece of paint.
This became a bigger success than Leafy could have ever imagined.
Okay, that's not even offensive, dude. Her lipstick did look weird.
And there's no better indicator of the virality of these videos than his sub count.
Yeah, that chick fucked dogs, I'm pretty sure. I
Which
think
went
that
from
she
100,000
deserves to get made
subscribers
fun of, dude.
In August 2015 to over 4.9 million just a year later. Leafy had become
I'm gonna be honest, Leafy did nothing wrong.
a well-known name on YouTube, but unlike many other YouTubers who earned their fame and fortune through hard work and good content, Leafy's rise was built almost entirely on toxicity, bullying, and a tendency to cross the line. The vast majority of his uploads during this time were nothing more than roast sessions of other, often smaller creators. It didn't matter if his target was a young child trying to start on YouTube with Minecraft, just like he did.
Today, I'm gonna be showing you one of my favorite Let's Play channels, and let's just fucking play it right now, okay?
Hey guys, it's Superman Cupcake here, and I'm gonna be doing some freaking
Actually, I do think that the stuff that he did to Keemstar was kind of scummy. I will admit that. He did kind of fuck over Keemstar. So. And I don't even like Keemstar, but he did fuck over Keemstar.
survival games, you freaking... Stop freaking lagging!
Well, the bar has been set for videos, guys. This is the new bar, okay? Just like, it's almost so bad that it's hilarious. Like, the video starts off and you already know it's gonna be a video.
Or a man with autism trying to do good in life.
Subscribe, support, stay positive.
Play that one more time, please. Just one more time.
Subscribe, support, stay positive. You know?
I'm sorry. Oh my god.
And the worst part is, his audience gobbled it all up. He was getting massively rewarded for just turning on his microphone, insulting someone for 10 minutes, and uploading it to YouTube with unrelated gameplay footage and minimal editing. So he kept on posting more and more of these videos, pushing the boundary every time to keep his audience entertained. Like his video on a small YouTuber named Mr. Black Darkness 666, titled "The..."
Yeah, that guy needed to get made fun of. He was a freak, dude.
Saddest man on YouTube. Leafy somehow came across a video of Vlad, the host of the channel, complaining about his life and proceeded to laugh at every second of it. From Vlad's mention of his poor living conditions.
This is where I live. I live up there, where you can see the grapes. Yeah, I know it's a dump, and I hate it here.
His appearance.
Dude, the eyeshadow with the long dyed hair straightened out, the contacts. It takes this mother probably like 40 minutes to get dressed. And look, don't get me wrong, you can wear whatever you want. You can walk outside with a pancake on your head as a hat. You can do whatever you want. But I'm gonna be real with you, dude. I'm gonna give you the hard truth. You look ridiculous, dude.
To the way Vlad talked.
Small-minded and discriminating this town really is. Okay?
What is this guy talking like a anime character? He's like, I'm gonna show you how shitty this town is. Okay? Alright, let's go. Pikachu, lead the way.
Now, Vlad's whole goth aesthetic could be considered a bit out there, but he didn't deserve getting roasted in front of millions of people on the internet.
Bro, he posted a video on the internet. If you post a video on the internet, you're opening yourself up to getting made fun of. Like, that's just the rules of the internet.
Because of it. Leafy, however, didn't care one bit about the impact his videos had on the subject, but his victims did. Vlad, for example, saw the video, and the thousands of people calling him all kinds of names in the comments, and had a meltdown on camera. But instead of showing even a semblance of remorse, Leafy doubled down, and saw the response from Vlad as nothing more than content fuel.
Hello, you. I finally decided to make another video.
Well, what the fuck is this shit, dude? I was about to welcome you back, then you call everybody an asshole? Jesus Christ, right off the start he's being edgy and... What is that chest hair, by the way? Like, I get it that this is like one of those videos where it's like, distress just barely happened, but like, why don't you just button up your shirt? I'm just saying.
This back and forth continued for a few more videos, including Vlad performing a satanic ritual to curse Leafy.
Today, I'm going to show you one of my dark rituals.
Before the two made up on Keemstar's Drama Alert.
I'm sorry, Mr. Black Darkness 666.
So, Mr. Darkness, do you still want him to die?
No, I guess not.
The thing is, despite Vlad getting genuinely distressed by the harassment he'd received thanks to Leafy's video, his downright ridiculous actions, like the satanic ritual, overshadowed any backlash Leafy might have received from this whole fiasco. Instead, this became nothing more than entertaining YouTube drama to the viewers, and ultimately taught Leafy nothing. Something that became apparent from the video he posted about one of his next targets.
Dude, I miss, like, 2016 YouTube. Like, 2015, 2016 YouTube. That was peak YouTube for sure. I think that was probably the best YouTube.
Named Tommy NC 2010.
So, you know, every day you're walking around and you're doing, you see the strangest things.
Holy dude, I always see the strangest things too. I completely agree with that. But one of the strange things that I haven't seen yet is a grown man with a fedora on about to vlog himself and someone else in the middle of a parking lot, because holy, that would be awesome. But hey, you never know, man. Maybe I'll see it someday, right?
He found a video of Tommy helping someone at the grocery store and then vlogging about it on YouTube, and saw it as prime material for his, as he puts
this
it,
one was
satire
actually
videos.
kind of mean because the guy is obviously autistic, you know. So yeah, this one probably he shouldn't have
Saving
done.
someone's eggs in the middle of a Walmart parking lot turned into, let me record you for my YouTube channel so everyone can see how good of a person I am. How does that, where does it escalate to that? Because again, there's nothing wrong with this fedora wearing motherfucker saving someone's eggs. Good for you. You're a great guy, okay? Good job. Here's your star. But why does he have to record it?
What Leafy failed to understand, or knowing him purposefully ignored, was that Tommy was on the autism spectrum. These videos were his way of spreading a positive message of doing good.
Yeah, I assume that Leafy knew that he was autistic. I don't think Leafy's stupid.
Good in life and helping others as much as one could. Leafy's video on him, however, drowned all of that goodwill with hate and toxicity, causing him to break down on camera.
A difficult time right now because some people are threatening my life, threatening my family, and all I wanted to do was inspire people. Some Leafy guy or Team Starred people are
Team Star.
me. And
That was funny.
all I wanted to do was inspire. That's all.
Now, there were still some fanboys who defended Leafy through all of this, like this one comment stating, LeafyIsHere does say in the description that those videos are for entertainment, nothing else, as if that gave him a free license to say and do whatever he wanted. These videos weren't satirical or anything of that nature. Leafy was just bullying and punching down on smaller creators for the express purpose of getting as many views as possible. Fortunately, many, even among his own audience, were understandably upset over his video on Tommy, forcing him to apologize.
I'm not going to sit here and try to redirect the blame. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses, and I'm willing to admit that I am in the wrong here.
But even then, most of his apology was just excuses about not knowing Tommy was autistic, completely missing the point that unleashing millions of fans on a small creator was the real issue, regardless of his condition. However, while this controversy didn't put much of a dent in Leafy's YouTube career at the time, it certainly marked the beginning of his eventual downfall. Up until this point, Leafy saw himself as the top dog of YouTube, someone who could make fun of others all he wanted without any consequences. After all, he'd gained tens of millions of viewers and over 4.8 million subscribers in just a single year by doing exactly that. But what he didn't realize was that his reputation was about to be destroyed beyond repair. All from a single video by another YouTuber known for roasting others. On the 12th
And now look at fucking iDubbbz. Just completely cucked.
of September 2016, iDubbbz dropped a nearly 20-minute long content cop on Leafy.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Content Cop. As you can probably tell, I can hardly contain myself right now, because today is the day we get to bully Leafy.
To put it simply, this gave Leafy a taste of his own medicine, as the first thing Ian did in his video was roast his appearance, specifically his weak chin, just like...
Is that actually a picture of Leafy, or is that edited? Because I don't know. It looks like it's edited.
He'd been doing to many others before.
I think my only stipulation with the bullying is that you also have to not be a... You see, because if you're and you're hiding your putrid, malformed chin behind your hand, your sleeve, or your microphone, you're showing people that you are extremely self-conscious. You're showing people that you're... And that takes a lot of...
I honestly don't think that this thing or him doing that was him hiding his chin because he was insecure about it. I think that it was more that he just... Like, that was kind of a popular thing back then. It was like covering up your face, I remember.
Out of your bullying.
Before getting into the many contradictions and hypocritical behaviors of Leafy, like how he always prefaced his insults with enough padding to avoid any backlash.
Driving a car, the Minecraft logo in the corner, his teeth. Nah, Dad, I'm not gonna be talking about the kid today.
Nah, I'm not gonna be talking about the kid today after showing a picture of his f***ed-up snaggletooth to my millions of followers. A zoomed-in picture of his f***ed-up snaggletooth. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be talking about the kid today.
And how often he tried to act dumb so he could feign ignorance if anyone called him out on it.
Yo, is this person...
Yes.
Yo, is this person...
Yes, she's Is that...
Why did he cut out retarded, dude?
That the answer you were looking for? She's Oh, no. I guess I'm the one who looks like an asshole here. Because you were just asking the question. I had to answer it for you. You got me. You got me good, Leafster.
Ian then moved on to tearing apart Leafy's response to his content cop on Keemstar, proving that nothing mattered more to Leafy than the views on his videos. You see, Leafy and Keemstar used to be close friends, and were often seen hanging out with each other on social media. But then, in May of 2016, Ian released a content cop on Keemstar, resulting in him getting roasted by every corner of the internet. And instead of standing by his longtime friend, Leafy saw the trend and immediately changed his tone to where Keemstar had always been an awful person.
Yeah, this is actually what I think is fucked up what Leafy did. This is really the only thing that I could say I think is fucked up that he did. Is they like turned on one of his friends, so...
to him, which is what Ian called him out for in his video.
Keemstar's been talking me and one of my good friends, Grade A Under A, who's also a YouTuber.
Dude, what the fuck ever happened to Grade A Under A? What? I totally forgot about him.
Straight up to multiple different people, and on top of that, behind our backs.
Holy sh... Behind your backs? Wow! Man, you can read people really well, Leafy. How did you even become friends with him in the first place? There were no videos of him online being a psychopath at that time. That's all a new thing. Wow, you guys must be great judges of character if you were surprised by Keemstar going behind your back.
And he covered all of this in less than 6 minutes of the 20-minute long content cop. And Ian carried that same energy through the rest of the video as well, at one point going as far as printing out posters of Leafy's weak chin and roasting him around town.
I'm giving away some prizes over here.
I will be honest, the content cop on Leafy was pretty good, though. I did think it was a good video.
Hiding a chin.
However, what made all of Ian's roasts and call-outs sting a lot more was the fact that his video ended up getting over 14 million views by the end of December, exposing Leafy in front of a much bigger portion of the internet. Leafy was now facing backlash from two opposing sides. First, from those who hated him for farming smaller creators and kids for content. That was understandable. But even the people fine with that part of his content turned on him, since to them, he now seemed like a complete coward who acted tough but couldn't stand behind his own opinions. To make matters worse for Leafy, YouTube also started becoming a lot more strict with its harassment policy around this time, and many of his older videos were getting deleted because of it. There was a good chance that he'd get banned if he continued making the same content. While he tried to keep things going for another year, the mounting pressure from YouTube combined with the backlash from iDubbbz's content cop forced him to disappear from the internet in December of 2017. Now, many assumed that this was the end of Leafy, that he'd retired from YouTube for good and would never come back, when in reality, he was just waiting for the right moment to attempt a comeback. And this moment
And then he came back and he called Pokimane ugly. I remember that. That was funny.
Was given to him on a silver platter in March of 2020, when iDubbbz posted a video defending his girlfriend's new OF account.
Oh, yeah. This was good.
This video was received extremely poorly by a large portion of his audience, giving Leafy the perfect opportunity to swoop in with a video on the man responsible for his downfall.
My girlfriend started an Only account, which is a website where you can upload amateur anything from double penetration all the way over to lewd cosplay and everything in between. And I think all of it is cool. Yeah, I know.
Dude, you're a cuck.
This 130-second video kickstarted his comeback and allowed him to return like he never went away. He also used this opportunity to attack Ethan, as he had spoken out against Leafy in the past as well.
People saying, oh, Leafy, come back. I would love to see Leafy come back and try to exist in the landscape today. You can't even curse, bro.
You're a fat, fucking disgusting piece of shit.
His new content was also far more mature than before, mainly because he now focused exclusively on creators closer to his own size, eliminating one of the biggest criticisms of him constantly punching down on smaller creators. Things were looking up for Leafy and his remaining fans, but before he could regain his footing, he picked a fight with the wrong person and ended up paying dearly for it. You see, not long after his return, Leafy found his next
fucking bitch, dude.
target, Pokimane. In total, he uploaded about 10 videos on Poki going over everything. From the more reasonable takes like calling her out for silencing her critics by abusing the copyright system.
People have made videos about her and she's copyright strike them, the list goes on and on. If you make a video that is negative about her, she's gonna try to gun you. And I'm not the one saying that, that's her.
And I had spoken to my MCN and I was like, is this something that I can take down? Because like, I was getting a lot of annoying from it at the time.
To talking about her rumored secret boyfriend.
This part is just for you guys, you tier 3 subs. She has a boyfriend. Let me say that one more time. Dude, she has a boyfriend and you're pathetic.
However, just when he thought he'd found his next cash cow, someone he could milk for content for years to come, he got deleted off the face of the internet. A month after he started posting videos on Poki, YouTube permanently terminated his channel on the 21st of August. The reason they gave for this was his repeated violation of their harassment and bullying policies. This sudden termination came out of nowhere, since he didn't receive any strikes or warnings from YouTube prior to this point. As a comment eloquently puts it, Leafy was driving at top speed, and instead of slowing him down, they straight up put a brick wall in front of his car. The whole thing was fairly bizarre, and left other creators like Charlie questioning everything.
So first of all, I don't think any content creators should be celebrating Leafy's channel termination. Even if you absolutely hate Leafy, hate everything about him, have wet dreams where he's being sent away to jail for life in an isolation chamber, you still shouldn't be happy that he got banned this way, because to my understanding, he had 0 strikes on his account before it was completely just fucking eradicated from existence. And if it can happen to a 5 million subscriber channel, it can happen to any channel.
Now, when this happened, many
Yeah, dude, that's fucked up.
put the blame on Pokey, and understandably so. Pokey, however, completely denied any involvement, in a tweet reading, "I know I'm going to get asked this, so I'd like to clarify, I had nothing to do with Leafy's ban." Some people
Yeah, she did. She definitely did.
were certainly skeptical of her denial, but here's the thing, it's quite possible that she was telling the truth. Think of it this way, YouTube was already gearing up to shut down Leafy back in late 2016 and early 2017. However, he then disappeared from the platform, dodging the ban for a few years. And when he returned, he immediately started going viral with videos attacking other creators, drawing attention to himself and finally receiving the ban he would have gotten years earlier. Put simply, his termination on YouTube was a long time coming. Leafy tried to keep the momentum going by shifting.
Dude, remember when he came back on Rumble and he had that whole thing about fucking the trannies and stuff? That was funny.
To Twitch and continuing his content there to moderate success. Unfortunately for him, Twitch moderation didn't want him on their platform either, and permabanned him for hateful conduct on September 11th of the same year.
Well, I didn't even know they streamed on Twitch for a little bit.
Then, in December, all of his backup channels were deleted from YouTube, and shortly after that, he was booted from Twitter as well, leaving no place on the internet he could call home. These terminations also had far-reaching consequences into the real world, as after getting banned, Leafy reportedly became an alcoholic and an addict.
I talk to Leafy like 3 times a month, and 2 of those times, he's cracked out of his fucking mind. You know, my boy be doing like drugs, alcohol, like every day, dude.
But despite his life falling apart in real time, Leafy wasn't done trying to make a comeback after his Twitch ban. He tried
Dude, I wonder what the fuck he's doing now.
everything,
Hope he's
from
all
giving
right.
relatively unknown platforms like Storyfire a shot, to returning to YouTube under the excuse that a new channel called Leafy was actually owned by a corporation and that he was just a hired talent. YouTube, however, saw through this weak disguise and terminated the channel less than 2 weeks after its creation. The only comeback attempt that didn't fail immediately was him streaming on Rumble, which had much less restrictive policies than Twitch. He joined the platform around April 2023, and even managed to amass over 40,000 followers. But Leafy...
Wait a second. Leafy's pretty fucking banned too. That's crazy. I didn't even realize how banned Leafy was. He's not even like a political figure either. You know, like Nick being banned off of everything makes somewhat sense, but I mean, he shouldn't be banned, obviously, but Leafy being banned is crazy.
being Leafy,
like still to this day,
he only lasted about...
Did he ever get his Twitter back like Nick did? Because he got his Twitter banned after all the tranny
6
stuff.
months on that platform before getting banned for his many anti-LGBT remarks where he referred to himself as a quote Hitler of transgenders. He was also doing things like defending EDP of all people, which didn't help his case either. His latest comeback attempt was on Twitter.
Obviously, him defending EDP was a joke. That was sarcasm. He wasn't defending him. He was making a joke.
When one of his accounts on the platform got unbanned, something
Nigga, we
Leafy
back.
announced by tweeting, "N-word, we back." As is expected by this point, he was banned from Twitter once again shortly after his return, likely due to his unhinged posts. The last trace of him online was on his only remaining account on Instagram.
Oh, he's fat, dude. Damn it, Leafy's fat now? Fuck.
Instagram, where he posted something about getting a girl pregnant in January of this year, and he has stayed completely absent ever since. Leafy had one of the easiest jobs in the world. All he had to do was talk into his mic for 10 minutes whenever he had something interesting to say, play a random game for the same amount of time, and earn thousands of dollars from millions of views on the resulting video. Despite this, he somehow managed to fumble it all, and he has no one but himself to blame.
He didn't fumble it. It got taken away from him, I feel like. He was just being himself.
Aim for his catastrophic downfall. Even when given a second, third, or fourth chance, he could have evolved his content beyond harassment and into something truly productive, but he stayed stubborn in his old ways and now has nothing left on the internet. Even the viewers who were once waiting for his return have all moved on, which begs the question, will he ever make a comeback? Given his track record so far, most probably. But will he succeed at this comeback? Unlikely, since none of the major platforms want anything to do with him.
All right. Oh, I hope that he makes a comeback. I would like that. We need new content, dude. There's like nothing on the internet anymore. There's nothing cool. We need to bring back Leafy. He needs to come back. He might save the internet. Thank you for watching Internet Chaos Report. Thank you for watching Internet Chaos Report. Remember to like and subscribe because we're dropping 2 of these every single day. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.